Aloha, greetings, and happy holidays. Welcome to another episode of Ewa Today, and joining us. This month's special has guest Representative Kimberly Marcos Pine from House District 43 from Ewa Beach on the set today. And thank you in your busy schedule for coming. And there's a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it, Representative. First of all, congratulations on a remarkable race. If there's anything of such a mandate, you brought it home. Your district and your constituency is so proud of you and gave you that mandate. Would you like to comment on this past election? Because we know you worked very hard.
Well, I want to thank everyone in the whole Ewa area. Mahalo so much for your kindness and your support. My family and I, as you know, we worked really hard this election season because we believe that even when you're an incumbent and you've done very well, it's very important to show the people that you want the job again and that you're going to work just as hard as that first term when you were so excited. So we really wanted to show the people that we really wanted the job, and so we're very excited that we got elected by over 70% of the vote, and we're very honored by that trust.
Well, you know, Representative, I saw some of your pieces. When you were communicating with the constituency, you're more than just a smiling face. You are about the issues, and I think that your District 43 is one of the most educated districts in the state, because a lot of your pieces were doing just that, focusing on the issues, and then the constituency could really make a determination of who could best facilitate that forward, and it's just a resounding overall re-elect Representative Pine. So again, congratulations, and you did work hard, because I think a lot of your colleagues and others think that, oh, she just smiled and it was easy for her. But we know what happened in that district, and you did go on a very strong campaign to make sure that your constituency was aware of the issues.
Thank you, and I want to thank all my volunteers. You know, we had kids of all ages, from 6 years old all the way to, you know, our aunts and uncles and our grandparents' ages, working on our campaign, and there's no way that we could have come back to the Capitol without them. So I'm very proud of their hard work.
Well, right now, with that said, the viewer wants to say, come on, Representative, what are you going to do about traffic? Okay, I know there's all these grandiose things out there with energy and other issues, but what are you doing about my daily commute?
Well, I'm very excited that some changes are going to be happening very soon. The widening of Fort River Road is going to be opened up to Ava.
The third lane?
Yes. This month, actually.
Inbound and outbound?
Yes, yes.
Great.
And so we're looking forward to that opening, but what I'm really excited about, Tom, is when we get to Renton Road. They're going to open that in March. And as everyone in Ewa Beach and Ewa knows, that once you pass Renton, things are so much easy. And so that's really where our bottleneck has been this whole time.
That's
and
right.
so I'm really excited about that opening.
That's great. That's the widening of Fort Weaver. How are we doing on the North-South Road?
Oh, they're doing great. You know, that is one of the fastest built mini highways in Hawaii right now. Something like that would normally take about 10 years because there's so many dips that area takes, and so they're really on track, and I'm excited about them opening up.
That's good to hear. So that's from the H1 freeway all the way to Kapolei Parkway. That connectivity will give us relief.
Yes.
Okay, we're looking forward to that too. And that's pretty much the very last month of '09 that should be opening up.
Yeah,
that's the estimate.
First
quarter
month of 2010. It really depends. Let's pray that doesn't have any rains like it did that one year where there's a month of rain.
Okay,
so.
now you've fully funded that, so there's nothing else that needs to transpire. The widening's taken care of, bills are being paid. North-South Road taken care of, bills are being paid. I just want to interject this on you though. Tesha Malama, our good friend out in Ewa Beach, she made this of issue. We really need to bring the North-South Road into Ewa Beach, into your district, to hook up with Keoneola Boulevard, and that's on no one's radar screen, Representative. They're saying, well, you know, we're only building 3 or 4 of the 6 lanes. You know, come on, that's enough. You know, you got your share, but you know, it's not over. What are you going to be doing for the CIP introduction to make that happen? I'm asking you, I mean, that's a really big issue.
Well, we're definitely going to be introducing capital improvement project legislation that would supply funds to have the north-south road go all the way into the Kailua,
Yes.
Ewa Beach
Yes,
area,
yes.
because I think that would help a lot with our connectivity. Whether that's going to pass or not during these tough budget times, I don't know. But I think it's important to press the issue, just like you did with the east-west road. Even when we thought we'd not even get a penny for that one,
Right.
we did get some funding. So I think it's important to start to spread that message to the legislature.
Yes, because when I brought up Tesha, she's the director on the Kalailoa side for the Hawaii Community Development Authority, and she says, you know, I need my area elected officials to be on top of this. And again, it's on no one's radar screen, so when we have the opportunity to the people watching for Ewa Today on our neck of the woods to pay attention to this, it's good to know that it's on your radar screen. So that makes me feel good that when we communicate with Tesha and her role, she's saying, look, we got to make sure that these 2,000 acres, formerly Barbers Point, is taken care of and not forgotten. So with that said, transportation is coming along, so everything's on track of what's been planned for.
And a lot of jobs are coming our way.
Okay.
I met with the person that's constructing the new shopping mall that's going to be, you can catch Kapolei Parkway from Ewa Beach straight to the shopping mall once the north-south road is connected. And that's going to take about 10,000 jobs to build and about 5,000 jobs to work there. And so I'm really trying to spread the message early, probably in a year and a half to 2 years it'll be done. To all of our residents in Ewa Beach, that there's going to be a tremendous opportunity for jobs in all different categories. So everyone needs to start looking out for that and start transferring their jobs to the Ewa Beach area, because that's what's really going to reduce traffic.
That's right. That's right. It's all being tied in here.
And the courthouse is almost done. I went to, well, it's still got some ways to go, but there's a structure there now, and so I'm very excited about that.
So the jobs are coming online, Disney, some other issues coming out on the west side. So, you know, again, you still have your work cut out for you, because talking about all the accomplishments and achievements, I think, again, in this past election, people said, that's just great, Representative, that's just fine, you know, we're going to re-elect you, we're going to cheer you on, but you know what, you really got a lot more to do.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to come back, Tom. As you know, I never thought I'd be a politician, and I was just a regular resident that was stuck on Fort River Road one day and said, hey, there's got to be a better way.
There's got to be.
And so it was great hanging out with Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse, and you know, to give us hope for several more thousand jobs for the Ewa Beach area, and so many other opportunities coming as well.
Well, that leads into the governor's message. The governor's been having her directors and deputy directors, as you know, on Oahu, will go to the neighborhood boards, and these directors will bring forth communications and say, look, you know, here's a 5-point package that the governor's introducing, saying, what are we going to do to stimulate this economy? What are we going to do to get back on track? And the thing that stood out for the most in my mind, looking at the governor's report, was infrastructure. Where is this stimulation of the economy going to get restarted? And the governor says we really have to focus on making sure that we build and continue to provide those jobs. So I know that one of your fortes is going to be about energy.
Well, I'm very excited about what's going to be happening, Tom, and as everyone knows, our energy prices has gotten out of control. It's really affected many families' ability to have extra spending money or just have enough to survive. And so I do want to kind of go over just real quickly to a PowerPoint presentations real quick that talks about why we need to push for alternative energy.
And that's going to create jobs. We're not just talking about when you flip a switch, you're going to go from, you know, fossil fuels to a wind farm. We're talking high-tech jobs, right?
Yes.
So it's just more about how we're powering our vehicles and putting the air conditionings on and all that good stuff. You're talking high-tech quality jobs coming our way.
Yes, and we're not going to take away jobs from people who do currently work at Hawaiian Electric, because that's actually going to be more complicated, and so we'll be able to teach them more things, and they'll be a little busier, because, you know, when alternative energy is great, but sometimes we don't have the sun. If we have a whole month of April rains like we did a couple years ago, we're going to have to switch back to the fossil fuels. But Hawaii is one of the few places in the nation where we can almost go completely alternative energy and we're going to make a goal to at least
Okay.
get to 70% very soon.